Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the season of Starcraft English Cup commentary. Excuse me, I almost choked on my own vomit there. This is going to be the second set of PSL Round 2 2024 Season 1. nOOB versus Zelot. Very nice game. Surprisingly good quality in the first encounter. I guess not so good quality, but you know, at least we have a reversal of fortune, which is very, very interesting. This next map is going to be Radeon. This is the map that is going to be the carry map over from ASL season 17 to 18. And we're going to be having Zelot as a Zerg player at the bottom left of the screen in red. nOOB at the bottom right in blue. Very nice scout to find his enemy's base right away. And Zelot is probably kicking himself in the mouth saying, you know, why do you find me so fast? And nOOB has got the chance to go for 12 Nexus here. He's going to be going for the 12 Nexus. Of course, Zelot is scouting in the right direction, so he's going to actually be able to find that build very, very soon, and he's going to have a chance. Is this probe going to try to fake a pylon wall behind the hatchery? It might be something that he's going to be going for, but of course, you know, he could also kind of suspect that the Overlord will be scouting in the right direction, so the Overlord will know that it's going to be a fake, so we shall see what happens next. By the way, let me just quickly show you the map stat for Protoss versus Zerg. This is all ASL Season 18 map stats, and you can see that Radeon enjoys a 47.8% win rate for Protoss, so slightly Zerg flavor, but this is one of the most balanced map in the entire map pack of Season 17. That was the reason why it's got carried over, so we should expect some nice game, nice conventional warfare. Not necessarily nice games, but nice conventional games on this map. This probe is slightly going to be trying to be very annoying here. Now on this map, the third base for the Zerg player, you can either go towards the top left and take the expansion on the low ground, or decide to take another base very, very closer to you, the 30%. It looks like nOOB is going to be going for a very conventional build, Forge and then Gateway. Who goes for that anymore? I mean, nowadays it's all about a single gateway and even going for core. And Forge is gonna be the last thing you build. But anyways, looks like nOOB doesn't, you know, have any kind of confidence in his ability to micro against Zerlings, so he is gonna just hang out here and just enjoy himself with a nice wall. Looks like the spawning pool is completed. The cannon's gonna go up, and the Overlord spots everything. Everything is nice and indoor out here. The hatchery goes down. Very unsuccessful, you know, attempt by nOOB to stop that hatchery from going down. Alright, what I mean, by the way, I'm very, very tired, guys. Okay, very nice cannon positioned. He's actually inviting his enemy to go for fast Zerglings, but he is not seeing that, and we're going to be having Hydralisk Dent. This is an interesting build. I think it might be better to actually cancel the cannon in the back, because there's nothing. There's nothing that needs the support of that cannon, I would say, but he might just decide to go for it. Anyways, this probe is going to try to stop the drone from putting out something. We're going to be having the first Zelot of the game. Yeah, this Zelot's going to try to come out and go directly towards the third base. Then we're going to be having 0 Zerling. This build is insanely funny. I mean, have we ever seen a build in which the Zerg player goes for 0 Zerling? The Protoss player has gone for 2 cannons. He's gone for 2 cannons. The Zelot crossed the map, and there's an Overlord there to spot him. So everything else that is going to be made from these hatchery is going to be pure Zergling to stop this attack here. The Zelot's going to try to get on the high ground. He's going to, where's he going? He almost decided to go on the high ground, but the last one he's going to try to go towards the expansion here. The Hydras arrive at just the right moment, but just a single Hydras would not be able to actually attack the probe. And the Zelot gets on top of the Hydras here. The Hydras is going to try to run around. Hydras is very, very close to dying. The Hydras is, oh my god, is he going to die? That looks like he's going to have to run around here a little bit more. And the Hydras, of course, one more hit will die. One more hit will die. Where's he going? This is so funny to watch it. We're going to be having another Zelot waiting in the corner to attack it. Looks like the Hydra is going to return home, and that Hydra will get saved. That was so unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate for nOOB. But, I mean, that is the reality of life. We're going to be having some cannons covering in the front now. So I guess now we're going to be back to normal. Both the players actually not playing their best Starcraft. But it's going to be nOOB who is slightly worse in this set. In the previous set, he was, you know, able to come back for some unknown reasons. But this set, he's going to be in some serious trouble. A massive Hydra's advantage. Massive Hydra's advantage for Zelot. Zelot did not lose any single unit, and he's going to be destroying 2 Zelots at the same time here. So that's going to be a problem here. We're going to be having just Overlord just going to try to snipe. There's going to be a cannon in the back. The Hydra's going to try to snipe the cannon. One cannon was cancelled or sniped. I'm not so sure. But now we have the full set of cannon, and This forge is gonna just try to upgrade itself. That's gonna be good. We're gonna be having another cannon in the back. Of course, that is maybe not really consequential. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. That cannon is way too far to cover for anything. Anyways, this Zelot is gonna die finally, and the Hydra is gonna come back. Zelot 39 supply and nOOB 39, and massive Hydras coming from all sides. He's looking to do a bust or what? I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth it to go for a bust in this situation. Just build your economy and go up that way. But no, he's going for the bus, man. He's going for the bus. But behind this, remember, there's another cannon in the back, so it might actually help. Wow, Zelot is making only Hydras. He's getting to go for the bus, and nOOB is building a lot of cannons. He might just have enough to hold here. What is that building in the back? Is that a robo? Or a second forge? Yeah, oh my god. And by the way, by attacking, he will not be able to actually be able to destroy the forge, because you either attack the forge or you go for the cannon, and this Corsair sees the amount of pressure it's going to be facing here. One Hydra gets sniped right away. Oh my god, that's a mistake by Zelot, and probes are pulling back. And yeah, I think nOOB is gonna be clear for the defense here. I mean, it was a very bad mistake for Zelot to go for pressure. He needs to actually relax a little bit and go for more economy. And now he's gonna be going for economy. So both the players are actually not playing optimal Starcraft. He's going up to layer after investing so much money to Hydras. I mean, no wonder this league is not called the ASL, because none of the ASL players would make this kind of mistake on this league, especially in the quarterfinal. But anyways, we're gonna be having, of course, trying to go inside the main here and scout a bit more. He's gonna make more cannon here. He's gonna cancel. He knows that he's got the advantage now, because his enemy is invested in so many Hydras and not able to actually get anything done. And the forge will finish upgrading. That's another issue, is that the forge will finish upgrading these Hydras. I don't know what happens to the upgrades. I'm not so sure if he's even started upgrades or not, because he needed to attack the forge right now, but he's not attacking. And yeah, the course is gonna go back and just trying to save. Maybe he's gonna be investing in drops. I mean, imagine if he's actually going for drops. It would be very funny, because there's nothing inside the main. Of course, actually, you need to have a lot of overlord, not just a single overlord, because overlord with speed is not invested. So just going for drop alone is not good enough. But anyways, looks like the course is gonna try to check out the middle of the map here. Remember that layer is not done. So if the layer is not done, you cannot have overlord speed. Anyways, he's gonna try to check the main. He doesn't see anything. The courses is pushed back. There's gonna be a lot of gateway productions coming up. And what is gonna be the plan now for nOOB? He's gonna be going for just massive Zelot with upgrades. The +1 is done on the weapons. The Hydra's gonna try to attack the forge, but I think it may be too late. I think Zelot with leg should be coming up soon. So yeah, maybe it's not too late. Maybe the forge will surely die now. 3 Hydras attacking it is good enough. And we're just gonna be having a replacement forge inside the main. The course is gonna try to check. He's gonna try to go inside the main to see if the spire. He needs to find the spire. There's nothing here to stop him. Nice storm, and very bad reaction. Very bad reaction from Zelot. He's gonna be able to actually force a cancellation on that forge. So he needs to cancel that the upgrade now. He's not gonna cancel the upgrade. He's gonna allow what? He's gonna have another storm, and Mohaj is gonna be in position actually to attack the forge, and that forge will fall. Very good, interesting situation there. Zelot need to actually move across. Zelot's gonna try to move across. He's gonna actually buy the time, and no, he's gonna be losing that forge. He's gonna be coming forward just to drive those forces back. And this is a very funny game of cat and mouse. The forge was cancelled at the last minute. Very unfortunate. We're gonna be having more hatcheries going up now. nOOB is ahead by about 10 supply. By the way, it's raining hard in my city, right outside the windows. If you hear some kind of loud noises, it is gonna be just the rain here. Anyway, what's happening here? We're gonna be having a shuttle is done, but no observatory. And looks like Zelot is preparing for the counter drop. He's having a lot of Hydras in critical locations. He's built a force base very close to his main base. That is gonna allow him for faster route of resupply in case he actually needs to kind of support it with some forces. Anyway, Zelot's gonna try to break out here. I mean the Zelot, the unit, not the player. And overall speed is done. Looks like the eggs are getting destroyed, so we need to break out. The moment he has observer speed, he can break out, but the number of lurkers is getting kind of alarming. So nOOB needs to do something about that. nOOB is behind by a couple of supplies here. Not so sure exactly what happened there, but I think observatory is going to be okay. This is a huge gateway production. He's going to be going up to something like 9 gateways without courses. He's going to possibly drop some Zelot, but of course there's a scouting observer. Oh my god. There is already an Overlord there, but he's gonna try to go anyways. He's gonna be having more Overlords checking out, and she's gonna try to land some Zelot here, but of course these Zelots don't have leg, so they're gonna be very slow lot moving across. We have a single Corsair taking out this Overlord. He's gonna try to come back with more Zelot. He's waiting actually for Zelot leg to complete, and he's gonna actually send these Zelots the furthest possible from home and make way for the other group of Zelots actually coming to attack it. It's gonna be a nice genius strategy, but there's another Overlord waiting already, so I don't know how much damage this can get at, but we're gonna be having a snipe here. The Shadow is gonna have to go somewhere else. There's no opening at all for him. He's gonna go back. The Shadow of course doesn't have speed. A single Dragoon coming out, just saying hello to the lurkers, and he's gonna have to go back now. The Shadow finally escapes. At least no damage done at all. This other Zelot is buying a lot of time, and he's gonna try to snipe that hatchery. Of course, cannot go down with just a single Zelot. Yeah, I think now it's gonna be time or never, now or never, right? We never say young forever. Noob need to break out now. He's got enough storm save up. He's gonna try to attack. One Zelot coming up to buy time. Need to storm the Hydra. Slow reaction, if at all, from Zelot. At least he sniped the Observer, so that's good. These Hydra is gonna, push back the Dragoons, and we're gonna be having more Observers from the back. The Hatchery is gonna fall unless Zelot arrive now. And indeed, it's going to arrive now. One Lurker is going to fall, so that's going to be good. Zelot need to run away and do something else. Notice Zelot's going to attack one of the very funny Zelot doing some weird dance move. Dance of the coffins. Alright, we're going to be having, battles happening on two fronts here. It looks like the angle is going to be on the right side. For nOOB decided to attack on the right side and storm the units coming from the left. This is the right approach. This is what you need to always do. Now he's going to come back and attack on the left side and storm any units that comes from the right side. He's reinforcing from the back. We're having drops happening, but there's already some cannons in the main. Is this a fake drop or a real drop? It is going to be a real drop, but there's some Dragoons in the area, and there's a Lurker. Observers need to get back. Looks like the cannon is going to get saved. The cannon get destroyed, but we have an Observer, so this drop does not do any kind of damage at all, so that's going to be very good. But it looks like we're going to be having more Hydras. Is there something in the front here? These Dragoons are going to get pushed back, so that was a nice strategy from Zelot to push his enemy back on several fronts, but he needed actually to do the double drops. He went for a single drop. Of course, to go for the double drop, you need to be very, you need to time everything correctly. So, sometimes you don't see it at the high levels. Anyways, looks like we're going to be having more drops coming in. There's some Zealots waiting in the main. Probes are actually returning. Observers need to get in position as well. That's going to be a crazy drop. Observer need to get their probes to run for their lives. Is it going to be Lurker inside? I don't see Lurkers. What is it? What is it? It's going to be... Okay, there's going to be a lot of forces in the back, and the forge that is building is going to get destroyed. The core might get destroyed. We need to get Storm though. These Hydras are, chasing Dragoons. Not very good. We're gonna get some Storm in the back, and he's storming every single Hydra. So that was a failed drop once again. Of course, probes were not mining for a while, so that might be something here. 4 bases Zerg going up against 2 bases Protoss is something that Zelot is having a nice advantage going on. But we're gonna be having maybe more drop, but losing a lot of Overlords in the process. And now we need to have some good Storms. He's reinforcing with a lot of forces coming out, and we're gonna be having a drop against this position. There's a cannon there, just a single cannon. Let's see if nOOB is paying attention or not. He's paying attention because the battle is over. The battle is over. Then the Overlord is gonna get destroyed. That was a failed drop by Zelot once again, and he's supply block. These Dragoons need to fall back. Need to storm one more time. Zelot moving. Zealots, not the player Zelot. I mean, so confusing to cast this game. I mean, if nOOB's name was something like Hydra, it would be very funny, right? But no, his name is just gonna be nOOB. Anyways, we might have more drops in the main, but no, I don't see any kind of potential for drop. No, we are going to get a potential for drop. The Hydra is going to try to move forward and snipe some of the single Dragoons. Behind this, nOOB is not expanding. That's the problem that he's got here. He's getting stuck just doing this kind of back and forth attack. And the cannon's going to get this, create up here. It's going to be nice. There's going to be something in the back. The cannons will take care of it for sure. Beautiful storms. Behind this, Protoss is trading well. And what happened? That's going to be a fake drop. Zealots attacking the Hydra is going to be good. Hydra reinforcing from the right side. We eat up the Storm. They need to be storming from the right side. We don't see Storm on the right side. He's not responding. And now he's going to be storming units on the right side. But there's going to be a surround from the north side. Are there going to be enough Storm to take care of these reinforcements? We're going to be having a good Storm. And Zelot reinforcing from the back. Zelot, the units, not the player. Very good attack by nOOB. This looks like we're going to be having reinforcing Hydras as well. There's going to be another Storm drop coming up. Not drop, just a normal Storm. He's going to storm. And right in the face of the Hydras. Very slow reaction. Looks like nOOB clears out this area. He's still ahead by about 10 supply-ish or so. He needs to actually take another base now. He's been trading really nicely. We're going to be having more drop in the main. A single Hydra and a single Lurker. Of course, there's a cannon there. So a single Hydra and a single Lurker is not going to be enough. He's going to try though. And he might actually be able to land some shots on the probe line. And indeed, it is going to be this. Oh my god, he's landing what? Okay, it looks like we do have a lurker in the back. The probes are running for their lives. Oh my god, the probes, I need to get out of the way. It looks like this lurker spy is going to destroy every single thing here. Looks like at the last minute, the observer arrived at just the right moment, so he's going to be able to actually clear those forces. One more spy shot. Spy shot is going to be able to take out that probes, and some damages were done, but Zelot is once again supply block. This game is very funny. This game is really, really hilarious for me to catch and, you know, to cast. I was going to say to catch, to catch and to wash. No, to cast and to watch is the better term, right? Not to catch and to wash. Anyways, 96 supply for Zelot, and nOOB has got 116, so 10 supply difference. We're going to be having more lurker content, a single lurker, a Dark Templar coming out. Yeah, this is what Protoss does best at this time of the game, just going around randomly and, you know, catching your enemies off guard. Of course, there's a lot of observation around here. There's a lot of overlord. There's going to be more drops, and Dragoons in position to intercept here. Of course, the probe line is very, very thin right now, so nOOB's going to be super careful. He's got to be very, very careful. There's got to be Zealots attacking against his face. Overlord's going to try to come in and unsuccessfully so. He doesn't have any kind of opening. Probe's going to get transferred towards a new base, and nOOB is going to be having just a good time here. After his 3 bases get set up, he's going to be getting clear for a nice advantage because Zerg has not tagged at all. I don't think he's tagged at all. He's not yet tagged to Hive or whatever, right? So it's going to be behind Liberty here. We're going to be having a lot of probe saturation. We're going to be having a nice weird storm attacking randomly. Zelot's going to attack now, and it looks like Zerg forces coming from the north side. We need to have storm against incoming Zerg army. He's got so many Hydra. He casts one good storm and he pushes those Hydras back. That's going to be good here. Looks like Zella's going to try to once again advance and try to snipe some High Templars. Not able to snipe any High Templars. Zella's eating a lot of storms, so that's not going to be very good here. Zelot the unit, that is. Anyways, 4 more lurkers, and this game is very scrappy as well. We're having a Dark Templar attacking against that base. The game is so scrappy. The game is insanely scrappy. The Dark Templar is going to the wrong location. He's going to try to go towards the 3rd base, and that's a mistake. You actually need to go towards the 4th base. There's just so much, like, what? He is so noob. No wonder his name is noob, right? I mean, there's just so many, like, overlords. And he just walks right into the den of the freaking, I don't know, the Hydra's den, I guess, right? Now the den, like in the physical sense, the den of the Hydras, not the Hydra's den, the building. Anyways, 3 bases, Protoss is good, but he just blundered. He just threw away one of his great chance of doing some sick harassment damages. But the game is going to be still going on. nOOB 144, Zelot 139. Another huge Protoss attack. You need to decide on one angle only. Don't attack on both sides. You need to attack only on one side. Looks like he decided not to attack or to defend. He's just waiting patiently. He's got enough High Templar now. He's going to defend with a single Dark Templar while the rest of the Protoss army moves towards the other side and attack with the front door. There's going to be a major engagement. It looks like a lot of Zerg forces actually not involved in the battle. Attacking the north side and trying to storm anything coming from the left side is a good idea. That is going to be a beautiful storm driving the Hydras into the storm here. And looks like Zelot is not microing hard enough. There's going to be more reinforcement from the right side. He's not actually using half of his reinforcement, but now we look at a left line of red dots streaming across. Is it going to be on time though? Because by now, Protoss has a kind of achieved victory. He's going to try to pull back. No, he's going to try to engage. Does he have enough storm to take off these Hydras? He does have some storm, and he's going to pull the Dragoons back and let those Hydras eat up the storm. And one more storm maybe. Looks like the number of Dragoons are thinning out though. Looks like Zelot's got overwhelming number of force, and Dragoons need to back up and wait for Zelot reinforcement. There's going to be more Zelot and what is it? Dark Templar and Archon in the back, and looks like not enough Hydras forces, and it's raining really, really badly outside of my my window. Got out of bed at all. Remember that song of Eminem? My window, I can see it all, and even if I could, it'd all be gray. And that's exactly what I'm seeing out of my window now, except that it's not gray that I'm seeing black. I'm seeing complete pitch black because actually it's very, very late at night in my country. Anyways, nOOB once again scraped by in the mid game and comes back strong in the late game. A Dark Templar arriving at the 4th base once again. He arrives at the right destination now, but he's gonna back up because there's some Hydras still waiting in the area. We are at the 90th, almost 20th minute mark of the game. nOOB 128 supply, Zelot 110. A lot of Dark Templar running around looking for openings, and this is exactly what he wants to do as a Protoss player. You need to run around with Dark Templar around the various parts of the game. Is it going to be another drop in here? There's going to be a lurker drop, and probes need to be paying attention. There's going to be a sick attack here. So many probes are dying, but actually he doesn't really matter. because maybe it matters. Maybe it matters. I don't know. Because yeah, he's got very few probes. He's gonna transfer the rest of his probes from his various bases across. His Zelot has got more supply than his enemy, because the probes died there. We have a hidden Protoss base at the 6 o'clock position. This is a nice position because, like I often tell my mama, the most dangerous place is the safest place. So I told her, you know what, you have some money, right? Instead of sending it to the bank or putting inside the safe or whatever, right? You need to actually think of a way to actually to make it very obvious, but very oblivious for any kind of bad thieves to try to find it. So this is exactly what nOOB is doing. A lot of Hydras trying to move across into this map, but not able to do so. Looks like nOOB is playing the wait and see tactic here. He's gonna camp something. Okay, he's moving way too far forward now. He doesn't want to lose that Archon. He's gonna be actually able to storm nicely. Now Zelot's gonna start to move across and attack these Hydras. That's good, and reinforcement from the left side with an Archon. Drive a small squadron of Hydras back. That was a nice victory. Now Zelot is supplying block once again. Drones getting transferred to his new base. Yeah, Zelot is running out of minerals. He's not taking another base anywhere on this map, and the 6 o'clock base is gonna go up, but we're gonna be having a drop. I think Zelot has sensed that there's something there. He's gonna, oh my god, he's completely skipped that base. He's not actually going to that base. He's gonna be trying to go inside the main or something, right? I don't know where's he going. He's gonna go to this base. The probes have been saturated, and looks like at the last minute, probes gonna get completely massacred here. Run back. He's gonna try to send the rest of his forces. We're gonna be having lurkers. There's gonna be a lurker. That's gonna be a beautiful storm. It's gonna be enough storm to take care of this many number of Hydras and lurkers. It's good, but what's gonna be the reinforcement? There's no reinforcement from Zerg. The Zerg doesn't have anything else. The Zerg player doesn't. It's gonna try to attack, but there's no opening at all. There's gonna be some weird battles here, and Lurker's gonna deploy, and Protoss force is gonna get stuck on the high ground, but that's gonna be fine. Just go and hide on the high ground. You don't need to actually venture down to the low ground. And temporarily, nOOB is split into 2 different groups, but that's gonna be fine. I mean, split into 3 different groups actually, because his expansion, his 3rd base, his 4th base, each have some units waiting patiently. And if Zelot actually knows what he needs to do, he'd actually need to focus the entire attention on the 3rd base here and force his enemy to come down the ramp against Lurker Spine. But he's not doing that. The game is completely funny now. And yeah, what's going to be happening here? Looks like finally Zelot has made the decision to actually assault this high ground, and that's going to be a mistake. He cannot assault it. Dragoons on the high ground can live a long time. We're going to be having a drop in the back end. Do we have Lurkers? No, Lurkers just Hydralis. The Archons, make yourself useful. Archons finally is going to start to attack now, and reinforcement from the southern side, from the northern side, meaning from the low ground would arrive soon. No reinforcement. It's going to be attack against the 3rd base, and like I told you, this is what nOOB needed to do, and it's going to be to destroy a lot of forces. And looks like nOOB is not paying attention. This next is going to fall. There's no Lurker. Okay, there are a couple of Lurkers as well. He's going to try to just, okay, he doesn't have observers. Oh my god, what a freaking reversal of fortune. But now it's going to be having some nice observer to actually take out the rest of those Lurkers. What is he doing? He's very indecisive. He's going to be losing cannons, probes, and everything else. And yeah, oh my god, no more mining for nOOB for the longest time. But the problem is that Zelot doesn't have mining either. He's down to 4 bases, but some of them doesn't have like mineral patches. This is going to be a great cleanup here. All of the probes though, we need to get safe and go somewhere else. The last of the Lurkers have fallen. Zelot is still ahead in supply, but he doesn't have bases. Of course, he can still take another hatchery at some point. There's going to be more drop because this is going to be the only function. He's going to try to snipe the hatchery. Hatchery's coming from the southern spot, but there's going to be reinforcement from Protoss. It's going to be the win, and GG by nOOB. What a freaking crazy game. I'm going to put this game in the list of best game as well. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye.